Hello, everyone. My name is Reggie Brown, and I'm one of the main characters from the film United Skates. When you hear the title United Skates, what is it that you think of? Hopefully, unity, a little bit of roller skating, how about maybe having a good time? Well, do you think about more so the protection of public spaces? Do you think about a community that is unbeknownst to most people in the world that just gets introduced to many that have never seen anything like it? Think about everything that roller skating was to you, or your experiences in roller skating as you came up. When you were a child, if you went to a birthday party, or maybe as an adult, maybe with a corporate event, or maybe just a random just outing, or even a first date, you probably remember roller skating. Well, a lot has changed since the 70s and the high end times of roller skating. A lot of the roller rinks that it is that you maybe remember are gone. A lot of the moments that it is that you might have shared in those spaces, the memories still remain, but the buildings and the facilities, unfortunately, do not. United Skates is a film about saving some of those spaces. United Skates is a film about the communities that come together in these places and hope to gain more than just a good time or just meeting new people. They hope to gain memories that are sustainable and lessons for their lives. So, what's so great about the film is that it came at a time when most people thought roller skating was dead. Roller skating is far from dead. And I'm here to tell you that this film shows you just how alive roller skating is and just how much of a community that exists in those spaces. Oftentimes, we look at our lives and we try to find purpose in our lives. We take ourselves and then we step outside ourselves and then we take a look inside and we say, hey, what are we doing with our life? What is it that we want to do? And sometimes along that journey, you get a chance to kind of meet new people and experience new things and hopefully to find some self discovery. Roller skating is about self discovery for a lot of people. And in this film, you start to see the things that they discover in themselves that become powerful things that they use to motivate, to protect those spaces, to encourage others to roller skate, and to hopefully preserve the memories and a lot of those facilities as a result of those efforts. United Skates was a film that began with me actually. It was actually at a national skate event, and if you're not familiar with national skate events, when you see the film, you'll know what I'm talking about. The National Skate Event is basically an event where roller skaters from all over the world they come together and we just have a good time and we do a lot of different things and activities together. Well, at one of those events, I met the two directors of the film named Tina Brown and Deanna Winkler. When we met, the very first thing that it is that we were trying to figure out was who they were and what was kind of going on there because when you're a roller skater, you typically know your own. But we found out that they were filmmakers and they were coming from New York. And they were kind of looking around to more so kind of like to record the last surviving, roller skaters. And basically, they started in Central Park in New York City. And they ended up taking a bus trip down to Virginia where the actual skate event was. And at that time, what ended up happening was they found out that at that skate event that not only was roller skating alive and well, but it was alive and well all over the world. And that the skaters that it is that they were meeting were not just from that one city, they were from all over the place. So, what makes this film so important and what makes this film so special is the memories of all of the skaters and the things that it is that they shared about their experiences in roller skating. Some good, some bad, some trying. But for the most part, we've all shared a little bit of our dynamic and a little bit of ourselves with the world. And we're looking to share a lot of it with you. So I hope you really, really enjoy the film, which I'm sure you will. But more importantly, I hope that you put on a pair of roller skates and remember the time when you maybe used to roller skate. And hopefully you encourage others to do the same thing. What's so paralleled about this film is the fact of, in the current time, in the current situations that it is that we're dealing with, there's a consistent fight for equality, justice, and freedom for people of color. The fight is never ending and it's constantly present. And even in the spaces that we love so much, like such as roller rinks, we fight for that justice and we fight for that equality and we fight for that freedom. Even in a roller rink, that is just seemingly so simple for fun, we have to fight in those spaces. And if you look around the world and look at what's happening right now, you see that same fight exists out those doors. So this film shows a little bit about those people that actually fight those fights and are constantly trying to push for a better world and a better community. Because the fight for justice, equality, and freedom is never over. So it's important that it is that we understand how significant it is, and we understand how important it is for us to treat others how we want to be treated, to respect everyone. And it's unfortunate that this time is reflective of so many different negative things, but it's also reflective of so many different positive things of people making changes and growing and learning a lot about themselves, because that's what you do on a roller skating floor. When you first come onto the floor, if you've never put on a pair of roller skates, you're going to fall down a lot. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. And in this world, people make a lot of mistakes and misjudgments and do things that it is that they may not intentionally mean to do or cause harm, but sometimes it hurts people. And sometimes we hurt ourselves. We do the same thing in skating. When you fall down, you get hurt. And if you're lucky enough, you get up and you try it again. So you keep trying until such time as you get your balance, you get your bearing, and then you say, hey, you know what? I can do this. And that's what motivation is about. And that's what growing is about. As we grow, we start to learn a lot about ourselves. We start to learn a lot about our communities. And we start to understand the things that it is that's happening out here. I hope that you use this film to encourage others and encourage yourself to get out there and to make a difference, and to respect the communities that it is that you come from, that you know, and respect the communities that are unknown to you. Respect each other and treat each other with respect, and understand that everyone has a story. So I'm excited for you all to see it, and I hope you enjoy the film. I had a great time in Key West with the film festival when this actually premiered there 2 years ago. So big shout out to everybody there. I'm glad everybody's getting the chance to finally see the film. If this is your first time seeing it for the first time, if you've seen it before, that's great. I'm glad you get to see some more of it. But I can't talk anymore because I got some skating to do. So hopefully you'll do the same thing with me. All right, come on.